All right. I must make this perfectly clear, okay? For those that are coming back to the J juice and you have dealt with the COVID in the past, now is not the time to be on the J juice. Do one more initial waterfall and that's it. Now you must recode your body to the level of the viral variance. The reason why some people had the COVID and were coughing for like 8 weeks versus my 2 weeks was because your body was not up to the level of the environment. You didn't have enough coding of your DNA to handle the viral upload. And so when your body was taking out the old programming and trying to get to the new programming, it took a lot longer. If you actually feed your body the meat, the milk, the cheese, the donuts, when you actually feed your body all of the food supply, okay, not picking and choosing and being discriminatory, but when you actually recode your body with all the food supply that is aligned with the environment, your evolutionary upgrades to all the different offshoots of the base level virus will be much quicker, a shortened time between two endpoints. Okay, my recovery from the COVID, from my exposure, was 2 weeks versus somebody else's 8 weeks. My recovery from being exposed to an offshoot variant was then 1 day versus the 2 weeks. The reason why my evolutionary process, my adaptation is easier than others is because I've already given my body the ability to upgrade by coding it with all the food supply. I dealt with every single symptom out there without using J juice to cover it up. When I had the headaches, I ate a steak. When I noticed that I felt a drop in sugar, I ate a bunch of food, and then the body then went into recoding mode. It did a data dump, and then it recoded everything, and then I had to go and poop everything out. Don't use the jelly juice as a cure. If you've come back to my protocol, do one more initial waterfall and get off it. Even though you did expose yourself to, or you were exposed to the COVID before and you had reactions a couple, before you went back on the J juice, the reason why those reactions were severe is because you were at a deficit. So now is the time that you build your body up with all the food supply, not organic, not eating just fruits and vegetables and clean eating, but you need to pack on the proteins, the fat, the carbs, the amino acids, which is the same thing as protein, the fruits and the vegetables and the fats. If you are not plying your body with everything in the food supply, you will be at a deficit. And then every upgrade that you get exposed to in this environment is going to be very difficult because you don't have enough of the nutrients in your body. You lack nutrition. And when the body lacks nutrition, it is dying to evolve. And so every upgrade is going to be that much more difficult, taking more out of you because you don't have any substance to give it to then apply to the DNA. Okay, when you don't give your phone enough power to go through an upgrade, it can't upgrade. Not just power from the jelly juice, but power from the food supply. The jelly juice, all jelly juice does is recalibrate your body and helps you get rid of the old programming. But since you've already been on the protocol before, there's no reason now to be on the J juice anymore. If you come back to the J juice, do one more waterfall and get off it. And now pack on the pounds and eat the food supply and deal with your environment. Every single exposure to a virus should have an easier time once you keep eating the food supply and getting rid of the poop without using J juice. Use coffee and cream. Because you will put yourself in a curative state of decline. And that's what was going on with my J juice crowd. is that they did not feel any more symptoms anymore. They thought they were healed. No, they weren't healed. They were just in a cured state. As soon as they got off the J juice and started eating the food supply, all of their predispositions came back. You know why? Because they didn't know when to stop doing J juice. When everything came to surface on the J juice, that's when they should have stopped and then ate the food supply and dealt with their predispositions. But no, they kept doing the J juice. So they turned that positive into a negative. Though, yes, that's what they do in the holistic allopathic world, but we're not holistic allopathic. But my juice has been used for the same purpose as the holistic allopathic. And so all I'm saying now, if you want to live, I'm not going to debate this with anybody. If you want to live, you'll get off the J juice, eat all the food, don't be discriminatory, don't play the GMO versus organic, just do GMO, bioengineered, program your body to the level of the environment. If you do not do that, then you will have a very tough time every single time you're exposed to a new virus, and you'll be taking J juice for the pain, which, yeah, it's going to help. And you'll never evolve. And then guess what? You're going to energize yourself out of existence. But that's no different than the holistic allopathic world. You're taking antibiotics and you're curing yourself out of existence. No difference. And I said in my pinned post, Jilly juice is not a cure. I'm not your doctor and I'm not your guru. You eat all food, you deal with the viral environment, and you face your predispositions head on without trying to cover it up with Jilly juice or anything else. If you don't have the strength to do that, then you will be in a curative state of decline, and you might as well get off the J juice, because it's not going to help you when you have nothing left to you and you still have to evolve to the environment. So, good luck to you. Bye.